was the way to go. But so a little bit about me. When people talk about social media, it's usually people's eyes glaze over and they're like, I don't want to talk about this. But I just wanted to share a little bit about why I enjoy it and why I do what I do. I had the great opportunity with working with some of you this summer, coming out and interviewing some of you guys for the PFGA Instagram page. And I'm hoping in this discussion to kind of talk to you about why I do what I do and how maybe you can do it if I can convince you to do so. So we'll see. But I do want to start off by saying that social media does suck. It sucks. Because lots of the time, when you think of social media, you think of this, okay? Oh. Your kids are always on their phone, and you go on social media you think it's going to be 5 minutes, and then half an hour later, you're like, what did I just do? I just watched cat videos, and I did nothing with my day. But it's not really your fault. It's because social media is geared to be that way, and it's tricking our brains through the hormones that we have. So it's actually through dopamine. So we have this set dopamine system in our body. So it used to be when we were cavemen. I made some doodles because I was like, I don't know. I like to doodle as a kid, so I figured it would be good for a presentation. So it used to be, you were, as a caveman, you would say, hungry, go get food, happy. So you get the dopamine release when you get the food, you've completed the task, and your body congratulates you by giving you this sweet sense of happiness. But now in this modern time, our phones have tricked us to get it digitally and get a slow drip of dopamine. So we're bored, we want to solve that problem by going on our phone, and then you come off of it and you're still more bored. But in this time, you actually completed nothing and you have nothing to show for it. And that's why at the end of the day, you have this like sad feeling in your body because you actually didn't get anything done. So why am I telling you this? Because social media is built to make you addicted to it for this slow drip of dopamine. Your super happy videos, your super sad videos, things you'll remember. But the reason why I do social media is because I like to change how it is, how we think about it, and show people that do good work on social media so people are inspired to do more. So for example, PFGA. Our goal with PFGA was to get people to come out and pick berries, pick fruit. So people go on their phone, they see a post that they're interested in, and lots of people from the city would never consider going to a UPEC. And then they're inspired to learn more. So that's the end goal. It's not to share some kind of cat video so your friend laughs, or a super sad video so your friend cries or something like that. It's to get inspired to learn more. So at the end of the day, people will follow you on Instagram or Facebook, and they'll want to come out when it's time to pick berries. So, and then the final dopamine drip is when they're bored, they're like, oh wait, I went on my phone, I know how to get fruit. They come and get fruit, and they have that real life experience that gives them the true dopamine release of meeting you guys and learning what you guys do. So, social media sucks, but it doesn't have to. And you guys don't have to feel bad about being on social media because you guys are promoting something that's real and a real experience that will get people out of their houses and off their phones and actually having fun. So, hopefully I've convinced you that social media can be good. But I hear this a lot, but I have a website. That's totally cool. Websites are awesome to have, and it's a great starting point. So think about a website as a place with lots of detailed information. But somebody has to come out and reach out to you before they can get that info. So it's like putting a sign at the front of your property and saying, hey, I'm open. Come to me for the things that I have. So somebody has to know where to drive. They happen to drive past your sign and say, oh, I guess I could come in. I guess I'll go see what they have. They have to have the time to do that. They have to want to do that. And they have to happen to drive past your place. Where social media is more active, and you're actively getting to people's eyes and screens because people want to see what you're giving them. So I made an example. So I said, your website is a place that people have to come for lots of information. But instead, think about social media as a farmer's market, okay? Go with me on this. So each social media account is like a farm stand. So think of it as lines and rows, miles long of farm stands with The rows clogged with people looking at different stuff. There's so much to look at, so much to walk through. It's endless. And this is you. I don't know, fall time, some pumpkins, but this is your farm stand, or this is your social media account. And at first you're small, you're new, you don't have a lot of info, but you're there, you're giving it your best shot. And you say, okay, I'm here, hello, and maybe somebody will come past, and they'll come say hi. And then they walk away. What I'm trying to say here is at the start, social media can be overwhelming because there's so many other people, so many other things that people can look at. And the thing with social media is you need to start posting and continue to post so you have the more information for people to come back to and look at. Because eventually, your stand will look like this. You'll get a new sign, great gourds rather than pumpkins. You'll have more information so people can come to your stand, and every time you show up to the farmer's market, every time you post on social media, people will be like, oh, I really like that. I want to go look at more stuff. They're waiting for your content. And better yet, people can share your content way easier than they can on a website, and they can promote your stuff for you. They'll say, wow, these pumpkins are great. We should go there. Hey, you like pumpkins, I like pumpkins, let's go together. So that's why social media is important to build up on and consider it a farmer's market. So then you ask, why PFGA? Because I can do my own social media, but why do I care if PFGA does? So consider PFGA its very own market. You're a network of people connected through the PFGA, and the people who follow specifically the PFGA account are super interested in fruit picking and how your berries are grown, how your fruit is grown. And you know if they come and walk around here, they're gonna find something that's at the best convenience for them. So when you post on social media, one of the biggest strategies we did this summer was when, as soon as we saw it, sorry if I didn't see it once in a while, but we would try as much as we could to post your stories on ours so that we could say, hey, these guys are open, these guys are open, these guys are open. So if somebody was to find one of our posts, it would go to our account and then look at our story and be like, these guys are open today, I have a free day, I should go out and pick berries maybe. And then people say, but I have newspaper ads, but I have radio ads. Why do I need social media if I have a website? I have newspaper ads, I have what I usually do. So I looked at case studies about free press ads, CJOB ad, and what I saw is there's a large audience there. So free press ad has 395,000 adults, 54% Winnipeg readers. That's a lot of people. But the thing is, you don't know, it's another thing where you're putting your sign up at the front of your place. You don't know if they're gonna flip to that particular page when the season's right. Maybe the ad's too early, too late, you don't know. It's not the day of. Same thing with the CJOB ad. If you put $500 into a CJOB ad, it's only 13% of the people who listen to radio are gonna actually hear it. But you won't even know if it will, because neither of these are trackable. But I'll show you what we did with PFGA. So for the whole season, so 3 months, we spent $142.10. That's it, okay? That's it. And we reached 46,000 views just from ads alone, okay? 2,000 link clicks. That's 2,000 people going to your account, going to your website saying, hey, I want berries, let's go do it. And you'll see specifically your first time picking, that's for the people in Winnipeg that are scared to leave the city. And they're like, something's gonna bite me as soon as I leave the perimeter. That are like, oh, maybe this is for me. Maybe I can try it out. So, and then the cost per engagement, it's a crazy way of saying, basically, you paid less than 7 cents for somebody to take an action on that ad. To say, hey, somebody was interested in this ad. To further this, we did hero videos. So I went out to 4 farms and did 4 hero videos. Hero video was basically like a podcast type interview. We sat down for 30 minutes. I didn't have any questions in front of me, and we just talked about things that were interesting to the farmers. It was a really, really cool experience for me because I come from a canola wheat background, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll know some stuff about fruit farming. No way. Turns out nothing. So it was really neat to hear, especially how different fruit is grown in different places, and it was reflected in the same way through these videos. So We spent $30 on each video promoting each individual farm, and each of them got between 5,600 to 6,700 views. And the link clicks went directly to their website or the PFGA website. So, and the reason why this is so effective is rather than the newspaper ads or the radio ads where you're just saying, hey, take this script, take it, hopefully people will see it that like me. On social media, you can set, I want a woman in her mid-50s that likes baking and gardening in Winnipeg and 20 miles outside of it. And that's all I want. That's all I want to see it. And social media will instantly take it to your viewers that way. It won't go to some guy that is into tech and doesn't ever leave his mom's basement. It will directly go to that woman that you want. And that's why it's so important for these ads and how it's far cheaper to do it rather than doing it traditionally. Better yet, during that time, if you decide, hey, I have a lot of berries in my field that are gonna spoil. I need people out now. If you wanna go put $50 and just blow it up in all of Winnipeg and say, hey, come get your berries, that's totally simple and easy to do. If you have posts out there, you just have to put $50 on saying, hey, I want the moms that are from 30 to 45 years old that have kids that want something to do in the summer. Boom, just that easy. And that's how we set the settings. We set it to people that come out to your farms who want to come pick berries. And then I also want to touch on, I just want to say before, it wasn't the things that necessarily people said that blew up or didn't blow up. I think it had something to do actually with how early to late in the season it was. But this is the organic views. So we started with berry time. They got 209,000 on that one post alone. And then as we worked down, as the timeline went, I think people got less berry crazy and they didn't watch it as much. But still, 7.2 thousand views is crazy. Like, that's a lot of people. Yeah, going viral isn't the goal. It's just getting it to the people that want to see it. And that's how these hero videos work, because people are interested in what you do. They just don't understand how to see it. And that's why your social media is so important, because you can share your story, and it's not through a newspaper that tells you how to edit your copy or your radio that says you have certain guidelines or a certain timeline. You get to decide how you market yourself and how to do it. So this was overall, this is just for Instagram. I just pulled the one up. I think we had similar results for Facebook, but I didn't want to bore you guys too much. I sent Angie the original document with the analytics, but for Instagram alone, we got 111,000 views. And you can see the top spots: Winnipeg, LaSalle, Niverville, Morris, St. Adolphe. So those are all local. So we're hitting the right people. Their most active hours are from Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Very active, apparently. We see that we have mostly middle-aged people, young and middle-aged people here that are going out because it's Instagram. Generally, it's more of a younger audience. And 84% women. Like, you'll see this in your fields, I bet. Like, lots of women are more likely to come up than men, I see. And you can see that reflected in the analytics. Total followers up 37%, which is great. So that's people returning customers year after year after year. And we have 1,171 shares. That's 1,171 ads that you didn't have to pay for. It's just because somebody was interested, they sent it to somebody else and made somebody else potentially a customer. And then at the end of the day, what we're looking for is translation to the website and translation to coming to our profile, because those are real signs that people are interested in what you do. So down here you can see profile visits, so people coming onto the profile was 4,500. So that's 4,500 people coming to PFGA and saying, hey, I want to learn more about what you guys do. And the website clicks to the PFGA website was 666, which was up 11.8 times. So, which was awesome to see, because we were posting and giving people what they wanted to do. So now that I've given you this whole spiel, I'm hoping you saying, F it, let's try. Angie, I gave you some papers. Do you
Yes,
mind?
they are on everybody's table.
Yes. Okay. So just humor me a little bit.
If you don't have one, I have extras. I just gave for a couple to share, so hopefully you guys can share.
If anybody has a pen or wants to write something down on it, that would be great. Yours to take with you. So basically, I'm just gonna go and give you a quick crash course on how to do social media. So like set it up so you can feel confident. The bases are right, so you can explore even more. So I won't go on setting up profiles too long because it takes a bit of research if you want to do it yourself. Yes, but basically Instagram, you want to create a profile. Facebook, you want a page. Instagram, you want a creator profile because you can add all the fun music and stuff. And then Facebook, you have to make a page based off your personal account. So you have to be already on Facebook before you start making a page. And there's lots of great tutorials out there if you want to search up a video. That is something I would suggest. I won't go into the nitty gritty of that. So next step is filling in info. You need a profile picture. So you want a picture of yourself, your family, something that is easy to be seen, and it has to be square because it cuts out the middle to be a circle, and to not be surprised by what is getting cut off, you want it to be nice and square so you know what's going to be right in the middle. And then for Facebook, you need a background picture. So you'll see on the background of Facebook, they have the nice wide picture at the top. You want it to be wide, and you want it to be something that if you're on your phone or your computer, you don't mind it getting cut off, because at different sizes, it changes. So you have to be wary of that. So a nice picture of your farm is a good idea. Maybe not text unless you know the safe zones within that, but generally a nice picture of your farm, a nice picture of fruit in the background will get you in the right spot. Your bio is super important because you only have a certain amount of words to say what you need to say. But basically break it down to who you are, what you do, where you do it. And make sure people know that you have a link down below. So say for Cormier's, we do everything strawberries. We are a family-owned business in LaSalle, Manitoba. Strawberry you pick. Come look at our website, okay? And then we add the link down below, which can be either your personal website or your business's website or the PFGA website to fall back on for sure. Because that's a great site to have with the map and everything. It's a great resource. And then once you get that all set up, we go when to post. People will tell you on Instagram, you should post 2 times a day, every day for 3 years before you see any growth, or never post on Instagram, whatever. Rule of thumb, 3 times a week. You can do plus and minus. If you say, I don't want to do it this week, that's fine. If you say, I want to do 5 posts this week, great. But I say generally 3 times a week, which just gets you in a nice rhythm. You're not doing it every day, but you get used to what it feels like to just post and think about posting. For you guys, in the case of fruit picking, people get excited about berries when they can't have them, when they can't have that experience. There's this delayed gratification of it. So I've noticed the biggest pickup is right before the season. So if you start posting, say when you start planting your crop, doing things in the field, start opening things up, people are like, holy crap, I want fresh berries right now, but it's just springtime, or there's snow still on the ground, I can't wait for this summer. That's when they're looking for new adventures, and they're kind of getting excited about summer. And the association of summer and UPick are very intertwined, so it's a nice time for people to get excited. And then that way, I know you guys work super hard. It's a huge, grueling summer, so getting used to getting in a rhythm when you start is huge. And learning social media, I think, would be too big of a task to tackle when you're in the middle of it. And then my recommendation is don't overcomplicate it, because at the end of the day, you can just make another post. If you feel super embarrassed about posting, you're not alone. Everybody feels weird about posting themselves and saying, hey, look at me, I'm so cool, look at the cool things I'm doing. But you don't have to feel that way, because everybody's doing it, A, on social media now, and B, you guys are cool. You guys are cool. I mean, it is cool to see. It's cool for other people to see because they don't live that life. If you work a corporate desk job, no hate to the corporate desk job workers at all, but it's such a big switch up to come out and see dirt and fielder and have that experience even virtually. So I would say don't overcomplicate it. Don't worry if you feel like you look silly. Nobody thinks you look silly. And just do what you can. And then lastly, what to post. So everybody thinks on the back of the page, if you flip it over, I like to say, instead of what should I post, what does my audience want to see? So think about the people that come up to your farm. What do they want to see at the end of the day? What do they want to know about your farm before they come out? And those are the biggest things that generally you can post. So for PFGA, we did recipes. We said, hey, you picks are now open. These are the ones that are open. Why you should join Prairie Fruit Growers if there was potential farms. What the different fruits are. I had no idea what a rhodia berry was before this summer. Like I didn't know. So it was nice for myself to get educated. And then for the new people, picking do's and don'ts. Wear comfy clothes. You're not too late in the later season saying, hey, there's still some fruit you picks open. There's some ones that are just opening up, things like that. And you can go on the Instagram if you want to look at these. But the biggest thing is just to think about what do people want to know, or what are the questions people ask me all the time that I get tired of saying, and that's what you should put up so people don't ask you them. They still ask you them, but
Yeah.
at least you have that to fall back on. Oh, I'm going up. That's my problem. There we go. And then, I know, I put ChatGPT, because that's what everybody says when you mention ChatGPT, but it can be considered a very important tool, especially if you're looking into those summer months, for thinking of ideas and making sure your caption doesn't have any spelling errors or adding hashtags. These are a lot of steps that ChatGPT can help you in just simplifying. I know it can feel kind of weird to start using it, but there's some really nice ways that you can make it faster to get your social media done if you don't want to think about it. So I'm just putting that out there, up to you. I have 2 more tips for you, and then we're done. Then we're out of here. Okay, one is put posts on your story. So your feed and your story are 2 different things. The feed is the thing that you scroll up on. The stories are at the top of your Facebook and your Instagram that you click on, and they're only there for 24 hours. The power of the story is that it is only there for 24 hours, and it's only the people you follow. So if it doesn't get too weird. So your feed, the thing that you're scrolling down on, changes depending on what the social media platform wants you to see. And it might not be your followers. It's just the things that'll suck you in the most, where your story is guaranteed to be your followers. So that's why we say put it on your story and then send it to PFGA so that we can put it on our story and update people. Because the biggest thing is we want people to see your content and network it through so that we can all kind of grow together up on social media. So I don't know, I didn't think of a closing at all, but that's basically it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, or anything to mention. Yeah.
I got one. So are hashtags still cool? The kids tell me it's not.
Yes. Okay. That's a good question. So hashtags are, originally hashtags were cool when they first came out. They were used as like being hashtag swag or whatever. But now think of hashtags as search terms at the bottom of your post. So you'll have a caption, right? You'll write out, hey, look at my cool stuff here, okay? But then your hashtags add to it. So say hashtag summer activities, hashtag family activity, hashtag Winnipeg local. And so when people search up Winnipeg activities, with just your caption alone, you're not gonna get that because it's say, hey, look at my really nice batch of fresh fruit. They might not see that because they're searching up Winnipeg activities, but now that you have the hashtags, it's getting it more in the search terms. So I would say use hashtags, use 3 to 10 hashtags. But yes, use hashtags despite them not being cool enough to be on a t-shirt. I guess.
To the kids.
Yeah.
Paying cash is cool.
Any other questions? Anything else from you? Yes.
A bit distinguishing between story and a post. would the story be more to entice a viewer and a post more information? Like, what if you're open today from 9 till 3?
Right.
Would you make that a story?
So, I would say post and then you can put the post on your story.
Okay.
So, things to put on your story is like quick things that you want to snap during the day and just put up real quick, no thought. A post is something more concrete that you want there to be forever. So rather than a day-to-day thing, you want a concrete thing. But that being said, you can put posts on stories, and I would recommend doing that when you really want to promote something.
Okay.
Yes. Anything else for you?
I have a,
So, go ahead.
no, you go first.
So early on, you have like a cost. So like,
Yeah.
how does that work? So I can either do this all myself, or I can pay you like $130 and you just do this all for me.
Well, obviously that doesn't count the fee of me doing it for you, and yes, I didn't put
Okay.
that into account.
Right,
Yes,
okay.
but that was just directly to Facebook, how much it cost.
Okay, got it. Oh, I
Yes.
see, okay.
What's the difference between a story and a reel?
Okay, a story is something that you put up for the 24 hours. A reel is like a post, but in video form, that stays there forever. It's just, instead of a picture post, it's a video reel.
Okay.
So it stays on your feed, yeah.
Are you talking mostly Instagram there or Facebook? I'm only on Facebook. and
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
learning with 2 years of experience.
No, that's perfect. So
So
Facebook.
I didn't understand what you meant between a reel and all this.
Yes. So a reel is a video, post is an image. The difference between Facebook and Instagram is basically the people on it. So Instagram, you can think about it as I would say 15 to 35, and then there's a bridge between Facebook where it's more 25 and up. So originally everybody was on Facebook, but when Instagram started, it was deemed the cool kid thing to do to go to Instagram, so that's kind of what happened. So the people everybody's on Facebook and some people are on Instagram, I guess I would say. If you were to choose between the two, I would say Facebook, especially because it has more attention for this field, for this work, and more people are likely to come out. So if I were to choose between the two, I would say Facebook, but I would recommend doing both.
I was just gonna ask that question because I'm a guy that just doesn't like to do it. but
Yep, no,
I
that's
force
so,
myself to do it.
very good.
And try to do the things throughout the season, you know, we're netting now,
Yeah,
you know, things like this. I don't like to do it, but I know I have to.
yeah,
So
totally.
you would recommend, that was my question.
Yes.
I should be on Instagram too, so I
I
got
would
a whole
recommend.
new learning curve.
But you can, yeah,
Get
you can
linked.
link Instagram and Facebook, so you only have to post once and it goes to
Yeah.
both.
It's a business
yeah.
suite, it's called, right? Business
Yeah.
suite.
Can I hire somebody to
Metasweet. Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah,
Because I
Metasweet.
don't even know how to put that, follow the PFGA. I don't even know how to put that on the bottom of my.
Right, right.
I'm useless.
Yeah.
Stick to jam, Doug. We'll take care of it.
Yes, yeah. So there's lots of videos to do it. If you ever want help, I'm always here to help you guys, even if you want just help with the setup and you want to do the rest yourself. But there's always videos out there if you want to learn more, I guess. So it's up to you. But yeah. Yes.
Lifespan, in your opinion, of like Facebook and Instagram, do you figure we're good for a while? Is there something emerging?
Yeah. Okay, interesting question. Yes, I think we're here for a while. If anything, it's growing more. So there's been an uptick actually of kids using social media more than they do the web to search for things. So as those people age into the demographic that usually comes picking, I think social media will be long-term on that. And to further that, with AI search terms coming up, okay, so AI is now reading the whole internet, including social media, to give you the best answer. It's not just looking at the web. So having social media gives you an advantage to those without, because you have more information out there for the AI smarter search to pick up on, if that makes sense. So right now, yes, we're good to go.
So websites might be a little bit more antiquated or I guess it's not, it's not a competition, I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
I would say if you have both, that's the best scenario. Website, it's nice because it's so data rich and you can put so much information in one place. It's just different ways of having it, I guess.
Thanks.
But yeah. Yes.
How important is responding to all the questions? Like, if this is all coming at a very busy season for people, and then, like, do you get dropped if you're not responding to all the?
I don't know. Angie really does help with the PFJ responding to messages. I would say when you can, do your best to do it and respond as much as you can, because at the end of the day, those are the people interested. If there is a question that comes up over and over and over again, there is a way on Facebook just to automate it, I believe, that you can look into. Or if it's a common question, just get a copy paste ready and say, hey, thanks for reaching out. It's just on our website if you want to go look there. And just get that and copy paste it, because lots of it's the same question. When are you open? Why are you open so early? Why are you?
Did you read my fucking post?
Yeah.
Totally.
That's why she doesn't have the password.
So, did that answer your question? Okay, cool. Sorry, Ann.
Yeah,
Jeanette answered it.
2 questions.
Yeah.
How important is frequency of posting?
Okay.
And is there a better time of day that you should be posting?
Okay, so frequency, at the end of the day, if it's good content, you can never overdo it. With that being said, we are human, we need to sleep, and you guys have really big jobs to do. So that's why I'm saying 3 times a week is nice to put it out there. And then as you say open and close, do it to your heart's desire. If you have client photos, do it to your heart's desire as much as you want.
So the 3 times a week, like maybe necessarily through the off season a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Just to
But
keep
like
it
leading
going.
up to the season, maybe wrap it up a bit?
Yeah, if you feel like you're repeating yourself, people will actually unfollow you if they feel like it's too redundant, so you have to toe the line a little bit of it. But especially before the season, people are very crazy and fruit crazy, so I would say however much you want to post. Yeah. And sorry, was there a second question?
Just, is there a better time? Obviously, the
Oh,
open
yes.
polls as soon as you can, but like the other posts, if you're doing some information or things like instead of doing the ads, like is there just an optimal time of day, like where people are
Right.
active or?
Okay, so if you looked in the analytics section, you can look on your analytics dashboard on your social media, and it will tell you the most active times of your users. With that being said, if you have good content, social media will promote it because they want you to be seen and want people to keep being on. But at the start, especially, look at those most active times and post during that so you're at the top. And put it on your story during those times, I think. Post whenever, put it on the stories during those times, I think would be ideal, actually. Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Yeah.
One more quick.
Yeah, please.
Quicker might be quick. Anyway, rudeness. We were talking about answering back and forth. It's mostly text messages.
Right.
So, I guess it starts with, are you open? No, we're not.
Yes.
And do we bring baskets? No, you don't. We supply baskets. And then it asks, it goes on and on, and you're tired, and you just say, come on, it's just
Don't even
so, it goes on and on and on, like a gazillion questions, and then they ask for directions. Those directions take quite a while, so I just say, screw it. Just go to the PFGA website. Am I being overly rude there? Because I just want to end it, and just say, go to the website, all the directions are there.
Yeah, at
Prairie
a
Creek Road.
certain point, I think, I don't have an answer for you. I think that's where you deal with your customers the way that you deal with them. I think giving them to the website, I don't think that's a bad idea, because I don't know how you I get frustrated for you guys. I'm like, we're spoon feeding you information and you still don't know how, but yeah, just
Like, I don't
at
want-
your own discretion, I
I
guess.
don't want to discourage them, or I don't want them not to come out, and I'm just tired.
I know.
Do you
We send
have
them
a
to our
Do you have a
website.
website?
Like,
Yeah.
go in your notes
Yeah.
on your phones and
Yeah.
I send them to
something,
Doug.
right, like right now,
It's good dogs.
with that information
He'll
and a
answer,
link
he's home.
to wherever you want, your website or your page on PFJ, whatever you want, with all, even if they didn't ask you a question, but you're, like, or you didn't ask you, if they want your hours, they only ask your hours, but send them your hours, your directions, blah, 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 and the link to your website, have it in there, and just copy and paste.
Yeah.
No, no, that was perfect, that was better.
Because
answer than
otherwise
mine,
you'll
so.
be like talking fuckery, like just, just copy and paste. Right?
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't have the
You can do
password.
it also just automatic responses too, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah, you can,
You get a
Yeah.
text and you say, hey, this is,
yeah,
here's our info.
yeah.
Yep. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
No, you can't, okay, cause I've
Yeah,
done that.
you can on
I've been
Bing.
that history customer, who's like, yeah, here's our website.
oh, have I done this? There is also AI things that you can do where you can have an AI, not a real person, call the person and be like, hey, let's have a conversation about it, but that's pretty weird. I think that's too futuristic for us right now, so. Yeah. Any other questions or anything before I wrap it up?
No, that's really good.
Good? Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for presenting. Just I'm just gonna put a plug for Ellen. She does do websites and she does help with social media. So if you are looking for assistance in any of that, I am happy to, I have her contact information. I can share that with everybody if they want. Okay, next on our agenda
Board
is
member voting.
board member voting and the rest of the meeting, the last part of it.
I feel like I should run out with my kids. Kind of pull in people with social media, but I need them back for a meeting.
Angie, do you want the thing to